What's up guys, Cody here, and I'm here with a brand new video series of production tips, basically. Instead of a long tutorial, I'm going to be giving tips and tricks that will probably last, I'd say, maximum 5 minutes. This video might be a little bit longer since I'm basically explaining what this new series is, but I want to be able to explain, give like little tips that I wish I had when I started. There's in no ways like secrets or anything like that. It's just, I mean, they're good tips that I can give you of how I produce. A lot of people ask me certain things, how I do mix downs, how I do this, how I do that, and I'd just like to get my workflow out there a little bit more to see if you guys like it that way. I mean, you don't want to copy somebody's workflow, I guess, but you might discover new things here that you want to use in your own workflow that help you, that make things easier for you. And yeah, so yeah, this not all the videos that I'm going to be doing in this series will be transferable to other digital audio workstations, but the majority of them will, or not majority, I'd say about 50-50 of these will be able to go into other digital audio workstations. The other half will be FL mainly, tricks and tips that I know. But yeah, so what I'm going to start with, this topic is not a light topic. I could go on for hours on this one. I'm going to try to cap this I'm going to try to keep this video on the 10-minute mark since I have talked a bit and this is a pretty big subject. I'm going to go with mix downs for the first video. I've got this request a lot, and this isn't the first. Okay, let's not say mix down. Let's be more specific and say EQing. Now, EQing is something that is extremely important in electronic music, or any music for that matter. And yeah, I think you should know it. You can't expect to basically finish a song and send it to a master and then it sound great. In order to send it to a master and it sound great, you have to have a good mix down first. Okay, so let's get started. When I mix my stuff down, you know, a lot of people say you need to get all the creative process out and then mix it down after. Well, I think I don't think it's wrong. I just think I have a better way of doing it for me. I prefer to mix it down as I go, so that when I come back and do it, I don't have to like do every little thing. I do go back at the end and tweak things sometimes just to make sure it's absolutely perfect to my liking. But you don't have to do that. You can do everything at the end. You can do it as you go. It doesn't matter. As long as you do it, that's fine. And a lot of people don't do it when they first start producing because there aren't a lot of tutorials that tell you you need to do it. But I'm telling you right now, you need to mix your stuff down, because if not, it's going to sound like shit. Trust me, I have my fair share of shitty sounding songs. In fact, why don't I pull one up and just show you what the difference is between mixing down and not mixing down. Let me just open up a file if I can find one of my old songs. Okay, honestly, I don't even want to show this. This is something I never released, and it was when I first started producing. It's horrible. Let's listen to it, I guess.
Women, they bring their kids over here. You know what I'm saying? Be fucking me up, cause I'm trying to hit that ass. Right? So you know what I did, nigga? Bam! Hit them little niggas with a freeze pop.
Okay. Oh my god, that is embarrassing to show. Okay, anyways, as you can hear, the highs they were pretty distorted because of that sub. Now, something you need to learn is you definitely want to cap that sub off no matter what. You want to cap it off at some point around this area. This is where I like to cap it off. Basically in parametric EQ, you just scroll down and find this shape, and I like to drag mine to the 4 and then I drag it around here. and that's my sub right there. That's the only frequencies you're gonna hear. This basically, it's cutting it right here. You don't hear any of the frequencies that are over here. I like to cut those, and I also like to cut my highs and mids to where they're perfect. But for this, I didn't need to cut my mids. I just cut them in massive a little bit. I just lowered the I took a bit of the low end off in massive, which is easy, and I also didn't need to do it to my highs because they're already high enough to where it's not going to interfere. But for this video's sake, I'll go ahead and show you what I mean by cutting the lows out of highs. Basically, I did the same thing that I did on the low, except on the opposite end. So now you don't have any of your low frequencies. It's cut right here, and the low is cut right here. So it has this breathing room right around here in the middle that those frequencies aren't touching, and it also leaves room for the mid, which is cut right about here, and it goes all the way. You don't have to worry about the mid and the highs ever conflicting. They usually don't. Usually the only things that sound muddy is when you have more than one low sub frequency together, and also the highs will get distorted if they, because some highs, let me try to find one that will have a, where should I go and find this? I bet there's probably one in here. Maybe this one. Let's see. It sounds pretty good though, actually, without, let me just check. And open up Parametric EQ. Yeah, see, that one's pretty good for the most part, but if you watch closely, it lingers around here. Let me change the tempo real quick, just so you can see it. It will linger around a little bit longer. Right in here, you see it lingering? You'd want to cut that. So basically, you just want to do that and drag it about right there, so that there's no frequencies over here that could possibly interfere with the sub. Now, it doesn't sound that good, so you'd probably want it to be about right there, but it still has this breathing room. You want breathing room. That's what mixdowns are about to me. That's how I see it. You want breathing room for everything in the mix. So next time you're making a song, remember to EQ everything. Well, okay, no. EQ everything that needs to be EQ'd. You don't need to fix something that's not broken, like I said. But yeah, like I said, I wanted to keep this video short, and it's already at 8 minutes, so I think that's a good stopping point. If you guys want me to go explain a few more things about this, if you have any questions at all, post them in the comments. I'm sorry if this didn't answer any of your questions, but I think the main thing you need to know is that a track needs breathing room. Okay? And so basically, I'll show you pretty much right now, just real quick. This is how I'd do a mid bass right here that doesn't have any subs that I want to link a sub to. Basically, I would do this, put all the distortion, phasing, anything like that in this channel that's has this preset on it, basically. And then the highs, I'd probably try to keep around here, unless it's if it's not conflicting, then you can keep it over here. But you can definitely hear it if it sounds off, or if it cuts it, if it ducks or anything. You're gonna want to EQ it. And then the subs I showed you, which were over here, let's see. And the sub frequency is basically the opposite of that, and going this way. So you keep the subs and you cut everything else. So I'm hoping that helps in a nutshell. I'm hoping that helps, because this was pretty much, I said that wrong. This was basically mixing in a nutshell, okay? And I really hope that you take this and use it, because a lot of people send me songs that haven't been mixed at all. And yeah, you don't need to worry about mastering right now, guys. That's not something that is important. The mixdown is far more important than a master. All mastering really does maximizes it and raises levels. That's not something you need to worry about. You need to worry about the mixdown. Some mastering people do that for you, but I think it is a great skill to have, and it's not really that hard. But yeah, guys, like I said, I'm going to cut the video right there. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you liked it. Thumbs up, comment. Let me know if you have any questions. If you have any other suggestions for tutorials or tips, let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, guys.